Now let's get into step number 4. Number 4 is emotional triggers. This is a process or a step in most salespeople's process that's not there. They don't use it. They're ready to go to the presentation so quick. The important part is that people buy based upon how they feel. If you know how a person feels, you can easily sell them based upon the solution that you might provide, if it's what they're looking for. So what you really want to focus on is that emotional triggers is a step that you can spend as much time as you want on. Remember that the sales process is not based upon time, it's based upon process. Am I getting what I want from the potential client to give me the best opportunity for me to actually close him at the end of my process and get a referral or a testimonial that's going to benefit me in the next call? The main thing is that you're building, every call that you're making is building onto a next call to make it better for you. Let's anticipate a year from now, you have made 30, 40 calls a day, and then you build that up and you're going back into your database and you're calling these people back. The main thing is that you can actually get referrals from people that you have not even sold. You're constantly building your book of business. Every salesperson, recruiter is building a book of business. If you're in a field for a certain period of time, you should be able to build that up. So the main thing is that every step, you don't have to win every call. How far can you go in your steps? So emotional trigger, the main thing is that if you do it right and if you get down into it and you do it correctly, it will come down to one word. Your woman that you talked to the other day, she was what did she say? What was her emotional trigger, you think?
Overtime.
Overtime. And then overtime is what? So you have a product, you have the reasoning, and then you have the emotion. So if I ask the question, if you were able to get more overtime, say I could snap my finger and give you overtime and you had that already in your life, what would that do for you? I haven't went to emotional trigger yet. I'm setting my frame. What would that do? Oh, well, that will do this, and then I can do this, and then I can have a good Christmas. I mean, I can go on vacation. I can, get my car that I want. All these different things, and you could just keep moving them along. Long as they keep going, you're painting that bigger picture, right? So, and then one of the deals I did in one of my sales, the guy said, "Yeah, I would get a better car." Said, oh, done messed up with that. So what type of car would you get? Oh, well, I would get like maybe a Ford Mustang. What year would you get? Oh man, I just. And then once you start getting about 2020, what color? So I'm painting a picture in their head of what they want. And and so when you get in the car, do you want it brand new? Yeah. What's that smell like when you get in a new car? Oh, have you ever had a new car? Meanwhile, we're still in sale.
Yeah.
I'm just moving them along. They don't even know it. And then you go, okay, so let me ask you a question. You wake up one day, you walk out of your house, and there's your car, and you have the keys in your hand. How's that going to make you feel? And you'll see you're totally in a whole nother universe, and they go, that would feel awesome. That would feel great. So on and so forth. So, so when I get into it, so let me ask you a question. When I go to next, if I can provide you for that, and the cost is this, and this, so you can feel awesome, I mean, is there anything holding us back from getting that today? So in their visualization, they're not even thinking about your product. They're thinking about what your product is going to do for them and provide them to make them feel. No matter where you're dealing, B2B, B2C, there's always something that the company will make more money. We can cut back hours. What would that do for the company? Oh, it'll make us more effective. We can meet our Q3 standards. When the last time you did that? It's been over 2 years. If you guys met your standard, what would that do? If you were the person that bring that into the company and that worked, how would that make you feel? Well, they probably would promote me. Oh, what that promotion to do? Give me more money. What would you do? I would go on vacation. Where would you go? Really? Have you ever been there? What would it be like if you landed and you actually went there with your family? Man, that would feel awesome. So if I could provide you this, this, and this, which is connecting the dots, and I could bring that to you, is anything holding us back from moving forward with this today? And you'll find just by asking that question, you have closed the door on a lot of the objections that you normally will have back in time. So if you get to the close and you ask for the close and they go, oh, well, I got to think about it. All you got to do is go back to step 4. So I'm going to I always give great examples. So one time I'm on a phone call and it's about a $2,500 product and it's normally a one call close. It's on some IT training I was selling at the time. So I'm on the phone with a gentleman and it's a training, the CD-ROMs that we would send out. And I got to step number 9, I got to the close and the guy just wouldn't close. He wouldn't close. He just kept going, and I kept going back. And back in those days, we would use like 5, 6, 7 different steps in closing, and the guy wouldn't close. And so it was later on in the evening. Everybody had left. It's after 6 o'clock. Most of the people from the sales room had left. I took a late call, and I'm like, why is this guy? I'm thinking in my head, why this guy is not closing? He needs it, use it, can afford it. I can't figure out where I'm at. So what did I do? I went back to my guide. I went back to my steps. While he's talking, I'm looking. I'm like, I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. Man, I've been working all day since 9 o'clock. It's 6. I know I'm kind of tired. Something's just not right. I'm analyzing myself in the sale while the guy's on the phone. And I go back and I go, man. And then my guy jumps on, as far as we used to have TOs where another guy would listen on the phone and help you out. So I'm looking, I'm like, step number 4. I think I didn't do step number 4. So I go back and I go, his name is Chan. I said, Mr. Chan, let me ask you a question. Why did you call me? And he said, well, I want to get certified and I want to get trained and stuff like that. I'm like, no, why did you call me? And the guy goes, well, I want to get trained and, I'm like, there's got to be a reason why you called me. And he said, well, I bought this other product. And we've been on the phone about 40 minutes at this time. He says, I bought this other product and I didn't get certified because these trainings supposed to get you prepared for an exam. So he bought this other product and he went down and took the test, paid for the test, didn't get certified. So this happened, I found this out 40 minutes into the conversation. That's step number 4. I'm like, okay, so backtrack here. Let's paint the picture. Let's slow it down. So from what you're telling me, you bought another competitor's product. You went down to take the test. You paid for that. In the end, you wasted a lot of time. You wasted a lot of money. You didn't get certified. He goes, no. And I look at my guy and I go, so how did that make you feel? This is Ben Brown. Don't forget to click subscribe and also add notifications for new videos coming down the pipe.